3.5 million new business in 6 months, even during a war. Let's discuss into it. Good day, everyone. Welcome to the video of the day. In the first half of this year, Americans started nearly 3.5 million new business. That's during a war, during a traffic turmoil, and when the market was visibly softening. Most people would expect entrepreneurship to slow down, but when the headlines look this rough, instead it speed up. Let's look at the real numbers behind this. So, this channel has covered a lot of shaky economic news this year. The Iran conflict, inflation surprise, a softening labor market. So, this data point stands out specifically because it doesn't fit that narrative. Let's understand what actually happening. What is the headline number? According to business formation report from the registered agents, a business formation service provided that US added more than business it ever recorded between January and June 2026, a 12% increase over the same period in 2025. That's a roughly more than 4 lakh business than the first half of this year. June alone was a standout month. More than 5 lakh new business form, actually exceeding the post-pandemic surge recorded in June 2021 and well above the 4 lakh 90,000 form in June 2025. Normally summer sees business formation slow down a bit, but this year it barely dipped at all. Separately, US Census Bureau data, which tracks related but slightly different measure, so federal tax ID application shows that roughly 3.8 million business applications have filed through June 2026, which is up nearly by 17% from the same period last year. Different methodology, different basic story, a genuine surge in the new business activity. Now, the part that doesn't add up at first. Here's what makes this genuinely surprising. This surge happened when the US was in active military conflict with Iran, a conflict that spiked energy price and pushed inflation up sharply. Something we have covered a detail before on this channel. It happened during ongoing tariff uncertainty, and it happened while labor market data was showing real softness. And the job growth revised down, hiring slowing down. Normally, everyone would expecting uncertainty like this to the market people more cautious, not less. VP at registered agents describe it as a massive wave of nearly half a million more entrepreneurs stepping up to build against a backdrop of economic uncertainty and job market squeezed down. Now, what is the possible explanation hiding in the plain sight? There's actually a logic connection between the softening job market and the business boom. When hiring slows and job security feels less uncertain, some people don't just wait around. They start something of their own instead. Because layoff and hiring freeze have historically pushed a portion of workers towards the self-employment and entrepreneurship, especially when they see limited options in traditional employment. There's also a timing detail worth mentioning. June was actually the US inflation cooled from 4.2% down to 3.5%, the largest 1 month decline since April 2020. Something we also covered in the earlier video. The improved inflation picture may have added a bit of extra confidence right as the formation numbers peaked for the month. Now, where's the growth is actually happening? This isn't uniform across the country either. Some states are seeing dramatically faster growth than others. For example, Oregon posted a 53% year over year increase in the new business formations, far outpacing the national 12% average. That kind of regional variation suggests that local economic conditions, industries, and policies are shaping the trend just as much as national headlines are. What is the bigger picture? Here's the honest takeaway. Nearly 3.5 million new business were started in 6 months during the period most people would describe as genuinely uncertain. Even the part of that is likely displaced workers turning out to be entrepreneur out of necessity. Part of it's likely genuine confidence, especially once inflation started cooling down. And part of it's simply regional. Some states are driving this far more than the others. What are the exact mix of reasons? But the headline number itself is real. People are still betting on themselves even when the broader economic story looks messy. To conclude, we'll be keeping eye on whatever the space holds through the rest of the year, especially when we get more clarity on the labor market and inflation trends we have already been tracking. If this surprised you as much as it surprised us, hit the button of subscribe. Make sure you like the video. Share it to your friends, family, colleagues too. Welcome to Money Brief. Let's grow together.